Hello everyone, we're here at the Wanapitei River at the boat launch. I'm in the presence of Jessica.
Hello.
Bruges. And apparently we're gonna have a fun-filled practice today. So the sun is shining, it's beautiful, the sky is nice.
It's very clear.
It's clear, and we've got some beautiful fresh water behind us. And as we listen to the birds and the sound of the water, to be a very soothing practice at the beginning. Well, let's just go with the flow here. So getting yourself into that comfortable position, whether you're lying flat onto your backs or if you're in a seated position, just kind of kneeling, getting yourself grounded and feeling the earth support your body as we start to connect with our breath more internally. So breathing that Ujjayi breath into the nose and then exhaling deeply through the nose and just taking in all the surroundings, the awareness, and take a moment for yourself as you feel this throughout your mind, body, and spirit. Engulfing your body as we listen to the sound of the water as the waves slowly come up to shore. The cool breeze of the wind as it kind of hovers over your body. The warmth of the sun as it heats your entire body. And wherever your feet may be, if you're imagining yourself on a beach somewhere, maybe the warmth of the sand as it covers your feet and your toes. Bringing in that soothing awareness of peacefulness, a sense of stillness and joy within our hearts as we connect in more internally. Notice as we scan our bodies from the crown of our head down to the tips of our toes, from the moment we stepped on our mat to this very moment, as our body has reached a new version of you. If you wish at this time to bring forth an intention for your practice, it's a good time to think about what's happened either during the day or what you need to focus on for this moment. Taking in about 5 more big, deep breaths. Really feeling the chest as it kind of expands outwards, the ribs creating space in between each one as you inhale. As you exhale, retracting back, feeling that inward pulsation of the breath as it comes back to your heart. And wherever you may be at this moment, slowly bringing a little bit more awareness back into the breath, into your vision as you slowly open up your eyes and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, and bringing that prana energy throughout your entire body as we aim to start to work with a little bit of movement in our practice. If you're in a seated position, just kind of rotating at the wrists and the ankles, or if you're lying down, the same version. Slowly working your way up to a seated if you are in a lying position, and we will start in Sukhasana. So let's create some flow with our arms as we inhale and rise the arms up towards the sky. I want you to think about reaching through those fingertips, imagining the sun beating on your face, and then exhale down towards your heart center. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, rise, swoosh the arms up. Exhale down. Allow that breath to kind of melt over your body as the sun just kind of floats and kind of supports you. Feeling its energy as it comes down through each chakra, through the crown, the brow, the throat, the heart, the sacral, the solar plexus, and the root. I switched too, but that's okay. Coming back into that center position and just taking a moment to find your sit bones onto the earth. So feeling those 2 bones in between. And if you want to rock back and forth and just kind of pick up to kind of settle yourself in a little bit, give a little bit of a wiggle. And just kind of root them in. And now feel the length as you grow high within the crown. So tucking in the belly button towards the spine. So pulling it up and in, chest comes out towards the front. Retract the shoulder blades back and down towards the ribs, and reaching high for the crown of your head here. Let's inhale the arms up, this time forward reaching. Exhale, bend at the elbows, take them behind your back or your head. And so from here, we're going to tick-tock from side to side. So you're going to inhale, reach back, exhale, fall to the left. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fall to the right. Inhale, rise up. Open, expand the chest, and fall. Inhale, rise up, and fall to the right. One more time, each side. Really reach, open up the chest. Coming back towards that center, let's rise the arms up, swoop them behind our backs. Lace the fingers together, taking those knuckles down towards the ground. Really opening up through the chest. That feels good from yesterday's practice. Through the front of the shoulders here. Really aligning the spine again. So tucking that belly button back. Trying to bring the palms together as much as you can as you retract the shoulder blades back, but lengthen through the crown here. Take a few breaths. Each breath an opportunity to widen and expand through the chest. Releasing the hands as you inhale, rise them up towards the sky. Exhale, bow to the earth. Coming forward, landing. Now tucking the chin towards the chest. Really round the back out. So let's do a couple flows here. So we're going to inhale, rise the arms up, using the core to lengthen. Exhale, we're going to sweep the arms around and up, and then bow to the earth. Inhale, rise. Sweep the arms up and forward, and then bow to the earth. Exhale. Rise up. Sweep them. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Sweep. Stay here. Reaching through the lower back as much as you can through the fingertips, taking the belly down towards the thighs. And then slowly just start to walk the hands in. And let's come into Baddha Konasana. So bringing the soles of the feet together into that butterfly position, grabbing onto your ankles or your shins, and you're going to really retract the shoulder blades down, but lift high, pull the belly button in, and find height to your spine here as you open up the hips in a different way. If you want to come down a little bit more, you can start to bend the elbows as your elbows come to your thighs, and then just slowly reaching forward. So still extending through the spine. The spine's nice and straight. You're opening up through the inner thighs here as much as you can. Let's slowly come back towards that center. From here, just taking your hands to the outer side of your knees, pulling them in and adapting them forward. So you're coming forward into that position. From here, we're going to take our hands out to the sides and our thumbs facing up right here. Now you're going to really reach high, retract the shoulder blades back and down. And now you can start to lift your toes off the floor and just have your heels just kind of sitting there into that boat position. From here, we're going to work the arms from side to side. So we're going to clasp the hands together, fold, and then we're going to up and lift to the left side first and then to the right. So you're going to up and lift to the left, come down, and then up and lift to the right. And come down. Up and lift. And come down. Last one. Over to this side. From here, come back to center, and let's just retract and open up our arms. From here, you're just going to slowly start to come back down towards the floor, inch by inch, pushing, yep, that spine out towards the floor, rounding the back, and come all the way down. Oh, I'm in a hole for a moment. So, for us, we're just going to turn around actually so that you can still hear us. Come back down this way. Take out your feet to the outer edges of your mat. So just kind of rotate the knees back and forth to open up through the hip flexors. You can open up your arms above your head. If you want to, you can do like what Jessica's doing and bend at the elbows and take the hands to cup the head.
Different shoulder opening.
Yeah.
And it's comfy.
It is comfy. And then just stay to one spot. Allow your hips and your lower back to kind of open up to that one side. One more breath here. And then slowly lift up and over towards the other side. And completely let go. noticing if one side seems to be a little bit more full of tension than the other, and just kind of making note of that, not really paying attention to it, but just understanding where your body is at in this moment. And then slowly coming back up towards center. From here, let's wrap our arms around our legs as we bring our chin towards our chest, and we lift up as much as we can. Breathing. So try not to hold your breath here as you do this. Push those lower ribs into the floor as much as you can. So doing a little bit of ab work here. Now, you have two versions. You can slowly take your feet to the floor and just extend the arms, or you can extend the arms and the legs at the same time as we open up slowly. And then retract back in for 3. Last one. And then come down. Take a moment to just take your hips again. So moving the knees from side to side, opening up, massaging that lower back, and just taking a moment to notice where your abs, what they feel like at this moment. Taking your hands to your abs and really kind of focusing in on your diaphragm, your ribs here. So maybe just kind of having your thumbs on the lower portion of your ribs, and then your other fingers onto your belly. Let's really push those lower ribs into the floor as we ignite the belly. You're going to lift the feet off the floor, and you're going to come to a 90-90. I want you to hold this for about 5 breaths here. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears, really focusing in on the belly, trying not to lift those shoulders.
Relax your face.
Yeah.
My face.
We
always
get all
gets
tense in the face when we tend to do this. So let's just extend one leg to a hover down, extend the left, and then we'll switch sides. So come back up and extend the other. Now, another version of this is just bringing that leg down to the floor and just switching sides like this. So you'll notice you're still kind of working your abs as you do that. Ensuring that your knees are directly over your hips. You don't want them pulled in close towards your chest or your belly. Notice where your breath is, and notice what your ribs are doing. Are they pushing? Are they holding your belly? Let's do one more the other side. And then slowly retract and bring them back in towards your chest and your belly. And let's rock it out a little bit. Yeah, happy baby sounds good. So grabbing onto your ankles, maybe coming into that Baddha Konasana first to open up the hips a little bit. And then if you have to lift off a little bit, do that. Let's take a couple good breaths here as we bring our feet together. Take a moment wherever you're at, whether your hands are at your ankles or your shins. They don't have to reach your feet. Please don't think that this is a competition with yourself. It's where your body, you need to meet your body where it's at. And you all know that my journey has taken me in many different places in this past 9 months, and learning to love and learning to to know my body in a different way has been very challenging for me. So I completely understand when we want to be somewhere but we can't. And that needs to be understood. You're going to slowly just start to open up to happy baby if you can. And see if you can relax your hips here. So as Jessica mentioned earlier, as we start from the crown of our head, relax through your face, your neck, your shoulders, into your belly, and even relaxing into your arms as you use your hands just as that grip to hold on to your feet. But you're not working really hard here. You are, but not. Really stretching and opening up through the hips here. One more breath. And then we're going to slowly start to fold the feet over. And you can come up, either rocking to your side and come up to all fours, or you can kind of roll up. What's there?
Boating man.
Oh. Coming up to all fours. Placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders and your knees directly underneath your hips. Retract the shoulder blades back as you come into that plank type position on all fours. Let's open up a little bit to challenge our core by lifting our right arm up towards the sky. So thumb up, pull the belly in. Now if you can find some balance and you want to go a little bit further, you can take that left leg out behind you. Now you can pull the knee to elbow in as you tuck your chin in for 3. Pull out. And slowly come back down. And let's switch sides. So taking the left hand out now, rising it up, looking ahead of you, and then slowly taking your eye gaze back down to the floor. And then reaching out with the opposite leg, so right leg now. Now rotate those hips so that they square down towards the floor. Pull the belly button in and bring that knee to elbow for 3. And then slowly come back down. Let's take a moment to find our downward facing dog. So we're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale and lift up and back. Now you can bend at the knees as you kind of open up back and forth. And then slowly bring your knees out wide, coming into that wide leg child's pose, just to come into that resting state here for a moment. I'm taking in about 2 more breaths here. And then you're going to slowly come up and sit onto your heels. So we sit onto our heels, nice and straight. Let's see if we can kind of come up onto our knees. Let's rise the arms up, reaching high, squeezing through the glutes here. We're going to exhale, take the hands to just above your butt. And you're going to really open up your chest and retract back. And now lift your chin up towards the sky, coming into camel. Thank you. So lost for words. And if you want to go a little bit further, depending, you can kind of reach down to the back of your heel. I don't know if it's there for me today. Oh, I can do one. And you can have one arm up. Yeah. And then you can rise the arm back up. And then take the opposite arm down. Rise up as you inhale. Exhale, bow to the earth. Let's find our downward facing dog as we tuck our toes, send our hips up and back. And then slowly walk ourselves into a forward fold. So you can jump, step, hop, whatever you feel is necessary. Landing your feet directly underneath your hips and kind of bending your knees and coming into that ragdoll. Taking a few calming breaths to allow anything to drain from the crown of your head. Any thoughts that you no longer want, allow them to spill out through your fingers, your mouth as you breathe, your ears as you listen. And then slowly start to rise from ragdoll as you ascend upward, tucking that tailbone in, pulling the belly. Rise up to extended mountain as you lift high within the sky. Exhale, come down into heart center. Let's take a moment. To just breathe. Find a sample of what you need at this moment and stick with it. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. And let's point the fingers down. So I want you to bring the palms together, and we're going to come up halfway. So you're going to inhale, rise up halfway, extending through the arms. And then exhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, rise. And then exhale down. Last one. Inhale, rise halfway. And then down. Flop it. Take your hands to the floor and step back into your plank. Take an inhale. Exhale down to chaturanga. Rise up to cobra. Pull the shoulder blades back. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Let's rise our left leg into 3-legged dog. Bend the knee though. Now I want you to open up and look towards your left-hand side underneath that shoulder. Yeah, really open up the hips here. And from here, we're gonna slowly rotate the hips back into that neutral state. We're gonna bring through that left leg, land it to the floor. And now we're gonna open up towards, so we're gonna plant that back heel down onto the floor. We're gonna open up that right arm as we extend into that side portion. Slowly come back down. You're gonna take that front leg into three-legged dog again, swing it back. Now you're gonna come forward into plank. You can leave the leg up or down. Exhale down, chaturanga. Rise up to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Now you're gonna open up and you're gonna lift your right leg into three-legged dog. You're gonna bend at the knee and now you're gonna face towards the right-hand side. Opening up that hip, extending through as much as you can, flexing through that heel, pulling the belly in. Start to rotate those hips back down towards the floor as you bring that leg through, landing onto the floor. This one I need to help a little bit more. You're gonna plant the back heel on a diagonal and you're gonna open up to that side. Now your arm can either be onto your thigh, you can come up, or you can have it all the way down towards the floor. Take one more breath here, and then slowly bring it back down. Take that front leg into that three-legged dog again. Glide forward into plank. Leave that leg up. Exhale down, chaturanga. Rise up. Child's pose. Take a moment to connect with your breath and all that it may be right now. As we slowly start to rise back up onto all fours. Coming back into your downward facing dog, pushing the hips back as you exhale. Let's slowly walk up into that forward fold, jump, step, or walk. Inhale, rise to extended mountain. So let's lift high as we rise up. Exhale down into that heart center. Let's sweep the arms up 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Exhale down. Last one, inhale, rise. Sorry, Jessica. Exhale down. Let's go, inhale, rise up. Feel that connection with the third eye space and the middle finger as it radiates up towards the sky, maybe connecting to the sun at this point. Its energy literally having a direct connection between your fingers, your body, your heart. grounding you to the earth solidly through your feet. Inhale. Exhale, fall forward. Slowly stepping back into that plank. Take a chaturanga down. Rise up to cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg into three-legged dog, but only to bring it into pigeon. So we're gonna slide it down. Hips. Yeah. Hips. Lift high. And then when you can, slowly start to descend down. So we're gonna take a good 10 breaths here. So take a moment to relax your hips, release that emotional energy that we keep trapped within our hips. Take a moment to let go of the fear, the anxiety, the lack of knowing. And imagine yourself just riding with it. The unknown can be very fearful at times. Ready, slowly start to lift your head. And with ease, slowly taking your hands down to the floor, lifting your chest up. I want you to tuck those back toes in, bring your body forward slightly as you lift back into your downward facing dog. From here, you're going to walk into your forward fold. You're going to inhale, rise to extended mountain. Exhale down into heart center. So once again, we're going to reach high through the middle fingers. Stay here for a moment. Connect. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Imagine the strength that you receive from the universe, the sun, the energy as it infuses your entire body. And all I can see right now is the color orange. Inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Step back into plank. Chaturanga down. Rise up. Exhale back. And lift your right leg into three-legged dog and come into your pigeon on the other side. As you lift your chest up and back, try to square your hips down towards the floor as best as you can. If you find at this portion that it's really difficult for you, you can take a block, or if you don't have a block at home, you can take a pillow and put it underneath your right buttock. That will help. Slowly descend down as you exhale. And as being that observer on the outside, just notice what side seems to have a little bit more tension involved, a little bit more resistance. That whole feeling of in your mind saying that you want to get out of this position as fast as you can. From here, let's slowly start to rise up. Now, instead of coming into a downward facing dog, we're just going to lean over to the right side. You're going to bring your leg forward as we come into Dandasana. So both legs forward. Remove your sit bones so that they can stay flat onto the floor, the ground beneath you. And have your hands directly at your side. Flex your feet in front of you. Really push down with your hands as the palms connect to the floor beneath you. Close your eyes for a moment as your feet are exposed to the universe and your hands are connected to the earth. Your face is connected to the sun. And your breathing has a calm, peaceful state. Let's slowly rise the arms up above our heads. Exhale, fall forward. Now, wherever that may be, if you want to bend the knees, maybe grabbing onto underneath your calves. And now let go of your legs. In a moment, slowly roll your spine back as you come up into stacking those vertebrae one by one over top of each other. Let's bend the left knee up towards the sky. You're going to inhale, rise the arms up. You're going to take the right arm, cross it over at the knee, and then take the left hand behind you. Lift up, and then exhale and look back. We come into that twist.
I think this is one of the hardest for me.
Twist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never do this one.
So Jessica's joining you in, and actually twists I haven't really done much of since I've had my back surgeries either. So they're fairly new to me as well. Let's rise back up. So try and take both of your hands off the floor, lift up, extend that one leg up and down. Yeah. Now from here, lift and bend the right knee. Now take the left hand, cross it over and behind you with the right. from here, let's come back. Let's rise the both arms up. Extend that leg. Exhale, fall forward. And then from here, you're just going to let go of your hands wherever they are and slide them along your body, so your legs, until you reach the floor. So you're going to keep sliding them down. Pardon? Yeah. We're just going to turn around for the sake of the video. And so now we've hit our Shavasana stage.
What a view.
It's beautiful, eh? So you can have your knees bent. If you have any lower back issues that might help relieve any of that, say hello to the tree. And take your knees and kind of bend them in towards each other. Take your arms wherever you feel like you need them. Take a moment to find that deep connection with your breath again as you support and allow your body to be supported by the ground beneath you. And if we pay close enough attention, we can feel that vibrational energy that surrounds our body. Make it a goal to see if you can stay as still as you can, to see if you can feel that energy. If you're ready, you can slowly start to bring that awareness back into your breath, your heart. And you can bring some prana energy back into your body by moving your fingers, your toes. Maybe opening up your hips a little bit. Maybe taking and shifting your knees from side to side. And then slowly drawing maybe one leg at a time in. And then the other one. And without any kind of aggressive movements, if you slowly just roll to the side, we can come up into that seated position. Landing ourselves and seated Sukhasana. And so let's just take a moment to give thanks, praise, gratitude for everything that we've received today, to be so grateful for the sun, for the just mild breeze here at the water, and having you joining us. It's a pleasure to be here, to practice yoga, be present within our minds and our bodies and our spirit. Let's inhale and rise the arms up. Exhale down into heart center, taking all that love and light within you into your heart, but then also giving it away to the world that so needs it at this point in time. And I say namaste.
Namaste. And if I can say, if you get a chance to practice outside, there's something really neat about being in down dog and not seeing a roof above you but the blue sky. It's so expansive.
Yeah.
Go outside. Get on your dock, get on your patio, get on your driveway.
Take your video with you. And there you go. Love you all.